and welcome to a new episode of the Freeway Dance. It's a late episode because we don't know how to do our shit. I'm MakonCrayley, and I'm joined here today by... What?
AliRock. The OG himself.
Wait, what was that sigh?
Don't worry about it.
And I'm joined here by Ryan.
Mac, for making me do this, I will rain down every agony, every violation imaginable upon you. I will parade your cold body from every corner of every realm and feed your soul to the vilest filth in hell. That is my promise for making me watch this episode.
I had fun.
Yeah, that was alright.
I mean, today we are watching WCW Monday Nitro from June 5th, 2000. This is... A lot of shit happens on this goddamn episode, but I chose it specifically for one match. And I didn't realize the other matches happened. I chose this specifically for the Kevin Nash gauntlet. Like, the New Blood gauntlet.
I still don't... You say that, and I still don't believe you. This is the
genuine.
lowest rated Nitro on Cage Match. It is the worst Nitro in history, and there is no way to spin this to make me ever forgive you. I will never forgive you for this.
Look, I didn't know. I genuinely didn't know. I just fucking thought, oh, you know, the Kevin Nash gauntlet was like a fun Botchamania thing. Like, let's see. Let's see what happens on that episode. That doesn't make this better.
That doesn't make this better.
Look, I didn't know it was gonna be like the most dog shit fucking Nitro. Even though I'm certain there are worse episodes out there.
No, like this is the lowest rated of all time. The only things rated worse than this on Cage Match is the episode of Thunder where David Arquette wins the championship.
Oh
and
yeah,
the beach that this was the go home for.
No, this is the go home for Great
American Bash.
Yeah, Great American, yeah.
But the fact that you chose this completely by accident just speaks volumes to how good your taste is.
Yeah, oh yeah, of course. Like...
To give you all a peek behind the curtain, we were arguing before we hit record, and I was told to save it because we are disagreement of because I said this episode was completely irredeemable. This was absolute shit from start to finish.
Like, I think the start's fine. Like, okay, we'll get into that. We'll get into that once we actually get into the episode.
As an overall thought, though, it was bad, but it was also kind of funny. I didn't mind it that much, to be honest.
I go.
I do not vibe with the so bad it's good. I do not vibe with the this is so bad I want to watch it crowd. Like, no, I'm not going to sit down and spend my weekend watching The Room or
Boo.
Like, that's just not so I had to watch this in batches because this was literally harming my mental health by forcing myself to watch this.
You're literally taking psychic damage, like, from this episode.
Like, I'm not shitting. I told you guys straight up. I said, hey, we're going to have to push this down the road for a bit because I can't get myself to finish this because it's, like, seriously fucking with me right now.
Yeah,
it is so bad.
This episode is legitimately a week late because of that. Like, and I don't blame you, to be fair. I do not blame you at all.
I blame you.
That's
hang
valid.
on a minute. Wait, what?
That's valid.
I mean, hang on a minute. Let's not point fingers. I didn't write this, so I was like fucking 7. Actually, I probably would have been 6 at the time, but yeah. Actually, I don't even know. I wouldn't. Yeah, it would have been.
But okay, you didn't write it, but you picked it.
Yeah. Well, I did pick it. Yes, you're correct. But I picked it for valid reasons and not because I thought it was like the most dog shit so ever.
No, you just thought it was one of the most dog shit segments ever.
Yes, exactly. The most dog shit matches ever.
And who would have guessed that Hand in Hand would go one of the worst segments with one of the worst shows? Who would have guessed?
I mean, look, to be fair, I didn't think all this other shit was gonna be on the show.
And I'm telling you, like that's not a good excuse.
Is it? Let's get into this fucking episode before we tear each other apart. Series is cancelled. So yeah, this is the go home episode for the Great American Bash. I mean, there's also Plunder, but like, yeah, this is the go home Nitro. So starts with a package of Tank Abbott wanting to beat up Goldberg, and so he beats up innocent victims.
My God, the innocent victims! Run! Run!
The victims, which include Mark Madden, who is most definitely not an innocent victim. And also Goldberg returns in a monster truck. It's like, yeah. Tank Abbott's ass is next. Abbott and Rick Steiner even arrive. Rick Steiner wearing tank top, bustable shorts, cap, and fanny pack. Classic wrestler fanny pack. Got the intro for the show, like the whole production bit. Like, I thought the production for this actual entire show was like really solid.
You say that, and yet what? Well, go on. What's the first thing that happens?
Well, the first thing that happens is Vince Russo and Eric Bischoff come out with R&B security.
Yes, and Bischoff's entrance music is so loud I can't hear the commentary.
Like, I genuinely don't know if this is like a dub theme or not. Like, because it sounds like a knockoff of fucking Carry On My Wayward Son. I wish I could like see if this was like actually, what the music was. Because Bischoff, like, I'm pretty sure he usually had like an Iron Man knockoff, didn't he?
Was it Iron Man or was it like AC/DC?
Yeah, when he debuted in WWE, he came out to Back in Black.
Oh, okay.
But even this sounded a bit like that, though. No.
I mean, this sounds more like Wayward Son, like, because, like, I forget if it was Russo or like Bischoff who had like the Iron Man knockoff, like the da 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 da, like that sort of thing. Because I know Hawk had it as well, actually. Or Animal, whichever fucking one, like, showed up in that said match.
So I'm just gonna take this and dive into my own, not an unrelated rant, because this is directly related to what's going on here. But like, there's no one spot to talk about this on the card. So
go ahead.
Throughout the years, when it came to stuff like the main event Mafia versus the TNA Frontline in TNA, I would hear references of, oh, this is just a ripoff of the Millionaires Club versus the New Blood. I didn't watch WCW as a child. And for the record, this has convinced me never to watch it again. I heard of this Millionaires Club versus New Blood feud. I did not realize that the group of old veteran wrestlers who are holding down newer talent, literally called the Millionaires Club, are the baby faces.
Yeah, no, it's fucked. Like, they bungled like the whole concept like completely.
And the thing is, like, I did a little digging into this because I needed to figure it out. And basically, wrestling fans are fucking idiots.
Yep.
And I occasionally include myself in that as well. Because what had happened is, it was originally supposed to be the other way around, but the fans are just like, nah, I want to cheer for Scott Steiner and Kevin Nash over blah, blah, blah. And that's partially because WCW failed to make new stars.
The thing is, like, most of the heels, like, most of the guys at the start of the angle were already healed. Because, like, I think Booker T was, like, really the only face in the New Blood at the time. And then, he left and, like, joined the fucking Misfits in action.
Who's Booker T? Are you talking about...
sorry, I mean Booker, but, like, now he's G.I. Bro.
Oh, okay, the legendary G.I. Bro.
Yeah,
he's in action.
I mean, I'm glad Tony Schiavone got better at his job, because Bischoff opens by saying absolutely nothing, clearly about to continue his sentence, and Tony's just like, absolutely nothing.
Oh God!
But love in my heart for these, and I'm like, he's like, that's the thing. Like,
I'm not gonna lie though. I think Bischoff was pretty funny in this promo.
He was, but like him doing the most like stuttered like promo. Is that the right word? Like stuttered. Like that's. I guess delayed would be the better word. Like that's the most odd fucking promo like structure.
Oh, you mean like his delivery style, where he's taking a break after every other word? Yeah.
Yeah.
But
like
I guess
cadence. That's it. Yeah. Like the cadence of his promo is so fucking weird, because does he do this normally?
I don't know.
Well, I think I make
a point not to listen to Bischoff.
Fair enough. That's a good advice.
Fun fact, just to give everybody here a basis of the timeline of when we're recording this. In 10 weeks, AEW Dynamite will have outlived WCW Nitro.
I'm sure that's going to make a lot of a certain group of people very mad.
I mean, Eric Bischoff literally has a podcast named after the one time in his life he was successful, so. For 83 weeks.
And that success came from stealing from, like, New Japan.
So, in getting this back on track, all I really have to say about this segment is, spear this baby is 3 words.
Yes, it is. Oh, God. I love that, that during the promo, like Goldberg, like he walks into the arena, and then he just walks up to random TV, like in the middle of that, like backstage area.
But he watches it at a normal angle. He doesn't watch it at the wrestler angle.
Now here's the problem with modern wrestling. You know, they just spam these super kicks.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Goldberg's.
Oh yeah, Goldberg's spamming the bread killer.
The bread killer.
Yeah. He just spams that shit for days.
I didn't realize Goldberg had a motorcycle accident in his moveset.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's what the spear is it not?
Yeah, yeah, it would be, yeah. Yeah, so yeah, they got the whole promo. Like Russo sets up like the gauntlet, Oh, there was another match he set up. Was it the Funk match? Oh no, it was. Oh, it's the It was Goldberg. It was. Oh, it's Jarrett and Sting. That's it. And Bischoff books himself against Terry Funk for the hardcore title.
And Russo also calls out.
Ric Flair.
Wait. I don't know, man. There was a lot going on. Like, there were about 5 different storylines happening in that promo.
Basically, good. Like, then he calls out Goldberg. Like, Goldberg comes out. He does a double line to the first 2, like, security guys. Brett Killer to the other 2. Spear to the Bold Man. Rumble elimination line to the Damian Priest hair dude. Spear to short hair dude. And then the guy with the mullet, like, gets a gut kick in, but then, like, Goldberg just no-sells it and jackhammers his ass. And then a million more security run out, and then they just get scared and, like, pull their friends out. Goldberg stands tall in the ring. Great segment. 10 out of 10 segment.
And then I think there's an ad break, and then when they come back, we get back to the reaction, basically. Room. Yeah, the Nitro room. Is that the actual thing?
No. There's a big sign that says Nitro on it, so I just assume that's the Nitro room. It has 2 couches and a chair. Ernest Miller, Bischoff, and Russo are here. They are fucking just bickering. The audio fucking changes, I think to the arena audio, like, halfway through Bischoff talking.
Again, fantastic. Fantastic production.
Look, when I say production, I mean visually more than anything.
Mm-hmm.
Because like the camera work's actually pretty good. Like the replays are like super nice.
That's true.
Jeff Jarrett, the world champion, walks in, and he's complaining about having to fight Sting. Bischoff tells him to go be a pro wrestler. They
I
keep
am so
arguing.
glad I didn't watch this so that TNA could convince me that this was a feud worth watching.
Look, what do you mean, Jarrett and Sting?
Oh yeah,
I mean, to be fair, they do a good job. Like, because Jarrett knows, not
that was
not
the
to do.
storyline that was going on when I got into TNA.
Oh, okay. Like, I think this story. What was the storyline when I think the storyline I was like into, like that was happening when I started was like the Angle Joe, like the set, like the world title feud that they had, like when Joe won.
Angle Joe was mine as well.
Oh, nice. Yeah, they keep arguing, and then Billy Kidman comes in with Tori. Little fucking bitch Kidman. He books Hogan versus Hogan. Then Tori leaves. I don't. What the fuck's going on?
For this entire thing, my notes just say, "Why? Just why?"
That's a genuine question to ask during a Nitro, during this era. And then yeah, we have our first match. It is the perfect storm.
Just so we're clear, as of now at this point, everything up to this point I have listed as utter shit.
True.
I mean, it's kind of funny though.
Obviously, we're gonna step up now to like the good shit, right?
No, with a fantastic matchup.
Oh, I'm keeping a running count. I'm waiting for when anything allegedly good happens.
Brother, you're gonna be fucking waiting then, because we have the perfect event versus Chronic. It's Sean Stasiak and Chuck Palumbo, who at some point in the future will technically win the world title.
Chuck Palumbo wins the world title.
Yeah, he beats Booker T, and then it gets reversed.
No.
World Tag Team Champions, the perfect event. They won the titles on this past Thunder.
By DQ.
By DQ, yes!
Whoa. I call bullshit.
Yeah.
There is no way that DQs are happening in this company at this point.
Maybe on Thunder they have DQs, not on Nitro.
It was specific, like, I think specifically, because I think the cat was like the cat reference? No, the cat set up the the thing to be a DQ. Like, if a DQ happened, the tiles would change. And then, like, fucking Brian Clark, as a complete dumbass, hits Chuck Palumbo with the bendy weight as Brian Adams is pinning Sean Stasiak.
Look, all I know about Sean Stasiak is he's the mook that Kurt Angle debuts against.
And
he's meat, and he becomes Planet Stasiak later.
Yeah, I don't know what either of those actually mean, but I just remember them.
Well, the second one's like meats because he was part of the Pretty Mean Sisters. He was their meat. And
that does not explain anything.
How does that not explain anything? That's a perfect explanation.
It's okay. Anyway.
So this match was not good.
It was not. Match also hot as like every fucking match in this era does. Adamson stays to the outside. They fucking walk and brawl as Clark, fucking fights the event. Stasiak hand drops Adams and runs back to help Clark. Help the event even. The camera misses a fucking dive off the apron.
Yeah. I wrote down, the meltdown is almost cool. Why would you ever do a power slam and stay on your feet? That just makes it look terrible.
Yeah. I mean, look, it was his move. It was just his move.
Yeah, but it looks bad. It looks dumb.
True. The cat comes out now. Like he just stands on the fucking ramp.
Oh man. Oh, so okay. I understand pattern recognition. Okay, so I'm betting that the cat is gonna do something really heelish, something to break the rules or something. Go on, back. Tell me what happens.
Well, he stands on the ramp with his hands on the hip as Adams hits a full Nelson slam on Stasiak for 2. Stasiak misses the line and gets set up in a powerbomb like immediately. The event says it with a super kick. It's your favorite move, Ollie.
Yes.
I meant to say Ryan, but fuck. Stasiak throws ring a neck breaker. The event does a fucking diving shoulder tackle for 1.5. Stasiak tags in, does like spinning back elbow. This is actually, I guess, really good height on that. Crossbody for 2. Fucking Sean Stasiak does like a bunch of head punches versus like 90% of his moveset. Adams does a backbreaker. And then we get the hot tag from Brian Clark. Fucking does 2 fucking like strikes and then does a Uranagi. Then everyone's out of the fucking ring at this point. Then the cat fucking comes down to the ring, mic in hand, as the event and Clark fight into the crowd. Adams press slams Stasiak into the ring as Ernest Miller puts the fucking referee into a cross-faced chicken wing.
But
And
without
tell me what happens. What's he do?
On.
And he is forcing the referee to make the slowest fucking count of all time.
Oh my god, what a horrible thing. Because his big heel move is forcing the ref to follow the rules.
This goes on for fucking ages. Like I didn't time like how long this took from fucking the cat getting into the ring to like the end of the count, but like it takes for fucking ever. And then eventually, like, Sean Stasiak gets into the ring. It takes forever for him to realize there's a count going on too. But Sean gets into the ring. The cat yells for like the bell to ring. Perfect Event wins by count out. They retain the titles.
Yeah, and again, so, and for the record, like why did it matter that Sean get back in the ring? Just count him out, double count out, retain.
No, but you gotta see they gotta screw over Chronic. So like, if Chronic loses by like draw, then like they still have like a claim to the title. Whereas if they lose by count out, then they blew their chance.
Do they?
Well, no, because they win the title back like I think in a month. But regardless,
a month is huge for this era.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. An hour and 42 minutes lasted 3 weeks for me. So.
Oh man.
And to cap this off, we cut away as a table is being taken out from.
Oh wait, hang on. Before that, actually, yeah. So after the match, like Chronic tries to high times the cat. The event, like Perfect Event, makes the save, and then Brian Adams gets his heat back by casually inventing the F5. And then Brian Clark gets the table out, and we cut immediately to the backstage where Billy Kidman is arguing with Tori Wilson. Kidman says that she made him look like an idiot in front of the boss by fucking running away for no reason, which, you know what, fucking fair.
I mean, Kidman is an idiot, though.
I mean, he is, but still, fair reason. Major Guns comes in.
He's just not a good heel.
He's not. Why was he a fucking heel at this time?
Because he was New Blood or something. I don't know.
Yeah, fucking he could have been super fucking babyface at this time. Have it be so not part of either side babyface.
Also, not only is he just completely whiny, and so if I'm following this correctly, and I may not be because he has a match against Hogan for a title shot versus career.
Yes, he's in the feud with Hogan. He has a pinfall over Hogan, or at least visual pinfall. Anyway,
Did Hogan try to powerbomb him?
I think so. I don't know actually.
You can't.
I've never actually seen any of their fucking.
Never
matches.
try and do that.
Seriously, people have tried.
True. Only few have succeeded. But
I'm going
most
to
have
assume
failed.
Kevin Nash is one of them because
Probably. I mean, like throwing powerbombs seem to be his actual weakness.
look, I'm just saying Kevin Nash is just because that's a decent enough. Well, and during this Major Guns,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Major Guns like sticks up for Tori Wilson, and Kidman tells her to mind her business and calls her a dumb bitch. Major Guns runs off crying.
Rude.
And we cut back. And we cut to the back again, or like I guess the entrance where Kevin Nash, Scott Steiner, and the Freaks arrive. Pamela comes up, who I don't know who she is. She's just an interviewer. Yeah, Pamela comes up, informs Kevin Nash of his match, and his response: "I have a question for you. Is Goldberg here yet?" She nods. So that means I'm the last one here, right? My gimmick's alive. I'm the last one in the building. Kevin Nash did not give a fuck at this time.
It was
Kevin Nash.
Kind of funny.
Kevin Nash, and we'll see this later tonight. Kevin Nash has a reputation of being a guy who worked hard to have to do the least amount of work.
Yeah, like honestly,
like that's why his jackknife is, because he's just the lowest effort power bomb there is.
I mean, in fairness, you know what? I respect it. I respect the hustle. Like, dude got it. Dude got his money.
So there's a term. There's a term, a phrase used to describe Nash and this era of like WCW and stuff. And I didn't fully get it until this one little segment of Nash coming in, and that's just done to pop the boys in the back.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's literally his entire MO.
And I actually have a specific note here. It's at this point that I know every single person saying AEW had ever been on 2000 WCW level are just full of shit.
Oh yeah, like obviously, you know, Death Rider stuff like at the moment like sucks, but like nothing is ever gonna be as bad as like the New Blood.
But I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of funny from Kevin Nash.
Oh yeah, Kevin Nash is fucking hilarious. Like, genuinely one of the funniest guys in wrestling. I think we go to an ad break and come back to the Misfits in action. They are they're just doing fucking things like Sergeant AWOL is using eye drops. Corporal Cajun is like tripping out. Lieutenant Loco is like off to the side somewhere, like off screen. Then General Rexon comes in. General E. Rexon. He calls him up. like that's his name. That's his genuine fucking ring name.
Yes, we get it. The joke is that his name is Erection.
Yes. Yeah, he lines him up. He asks where the fuck Major Guns is. Major Guns runs in crying. Chavo Guerrero is checking out her ass for some reason. And then
that's not the first time someone checks out though.
Yeah, true. And yes, he lets them know about Tori. Then G.I. Bro comes in like house of fucking fire. Tells her that there's no fucking crying in wrestling.
Look, hey, if she can't stand the heat, go get a job at Hooters.
True.
That's so rude.
It probably fucking pays better.
That is commentary that is said later in this segment.
Yeah.
Yes, true. And tonight they're missing tonight. Find Kidman and kick his ass.
And at this point, I am still unclear on who's the babyface here.
Well, it's the Misfits in action. Even though, you know, build them up. Fuck build them up.
And then we get to a backstage cut where Goldberg is casually chatting and being friends with Kevin Nash and Scott Steiner, and this is so bizarre to see.
It's the most cursed thing ever.
It's surreal.
Yeah, it's like Steiner and Goldberg dapping up is like one of the most mind-breaking like mental images, because as a reminder of like where Goldberg was before he came back last week, like he was fucking off injured because he punched a limousine because of the actions of Kevin Nash. And also Bret Hart, but also Kevin Nash. And up next, G.I. Bro makes his way out with the Misfits in action, and they call out Billy Kidman. Then that's where we get the Mark Van Hooters line. G.I. Bro goes, oh yeah.
And then they fight, and it's
G.I. Bro
not very competitive.
First.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
At this point, was the scissor kick just a normal move?
Yeah. I mean, it's sort of I think he has won a match with it or so, but I think it is mostly just a move, because his finish is the bookend at this point.
Okay. So we move into the. I mean, I keep saying post-match, but it wasn't a post-match because I forgot that there's no fucking DQs in this goddamn company.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, so G.I. Bro just fucking sets, Kidman up in the corner, after,
a Shattered Dreams.
Yeah, Shattered Dreams. Calls in Major Guns to do the deed, and then Tori Wilson comes out, seemingly makes the save, then low blows, Kidman, who no-sells it because he's wearing a fucking cup, and that does not fucking matter because he turns around into the bookend for the win.
Okay, so was he actually wearing a cup?
Yeah, because he took the cup out and then threw it at her.
All right.
No.
So he turned around, took the bookend, lost the match, but still stood tall anyway.
Oh yeah, the filthy animals immediately fucking jumped the Misfits in accident, beat them down. Corporal Cajun gets fucking brained with a chair.
I'm going to go ahead and just do what I do and analyze this on its own merits, which is, all the stupidity aside, this is just really bad storytelling.
Yeah,
so what was the point of Tori's turn? What was the point of Tori's turn? It accomplished nothing.
I guess
he lost
get her away from
stood tall. The whole point of having a big turn like that is that they get a bit of revenge or something. But the low blow itself didn't matter. And then losing the match didn't matter because he still beat them all down with the chair anyway. By the end, nobody remembers what Tori Wilson did because Billy Kidman still quote unquote won.
Billy Kidman is feuding with 3 fucking different people at this time, so it's a big fucking
Everybody
mess.
hates Billy.
Everybody hates Billy, yes. Correct. Tank Abbott is backstage shadowboxing. He looks like a fucking goon. Bischoff and Cat are walking backstage as well. Bischoff has a trash can. The Cat has fucking nunchucks in a chair. Up next, it's Terry Funk and Eric Bischoff. Hardcore fucking title on the line.
What a great matchup.
What a fucking... It is one of the matches of all time. We get replays of Terry Funk doing shit over the last month with the hardcore title, having a match with Norman Smiley in the kitchen, pinning Shane Douglas, the franchise, while dressed as a fucking gorilla, throwing Vampiro off a production truck, and then the Chris Candido horse moment where he almost gets his fucking brain scrambled.
Now, you guys know that I have a big gap in my wrestling viewership of older classic wrestling.
Yep.
So I want to make a special point of saying, thanks, Mac. This is one of the first Terry Funk matches I've ever seen, and it's this.
Oh, really?
Thanks to you.
You're welcome. I'm glad you can see the greatness of Terry Funk. For a few minutes anyway, because holy shit.
For the record, my running count is still that there has not been a single good thing on this show.
Well, you don't like fucking Scott Steiner dapping up Goldberg?
You literally just said it was one of the most jarring things you've ever seen.
I mean, it's one of the most jarring things I've seen. I don't know what you've fucking seen.
That's worse.
So the Cat throws his chair at Terry Funk, then does a weird ass fucking cartwheel kick. That does not look like
I think
hit.
Didn't it miss? Yeah,
it missed. Yeah, it basically missed, but Funk still bumped off it. Bunk with it, Terry Funk bunks him with a chair, hits him with a trash can, I think. Then he grabs the nunchucks. Bischoff grabs the nunchucks as Funk jaw jacks with it like at him. Tries to hit him with the nunchucks. Like eventually, Funk just wallops him with the trash can. Eric actually sells nice. Eric does do a good job selling, like, getting his ass beat. Then, the cat saves him, drags him backstage.
And at this point, I thought the match was called off.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like, they just immediately drag backstage, and then Mike Awesome comes out with Kimberly. Actually, no, sorry. Miss Hancock comes out with clipboard and dances.
Okay, I'm just going to throw this out here now. Well, I mean, the one thing I know at WCW is the Nitro Girls.
True.
But it wasn't at the very end of her time on screen, but it did take me a very long time in this episode to realize that this is Stacy Keibler.
Really?
Wait, I'm not paying attention. It's a random blonde woman in 2000s wrestling. Well, we literally had a conversation on the SmackDown episode about how interchangeable they all are.
But Ryan, she has legs and she knows how to use them.
Evidently not.
She's putting those educated feet to good use.
True.
Oh God.
Then Kimberly, just Kimberly at this point, comes out with a Misa and Mike Awesome as well. They fucking bicker in the ring. Then Kimberly takes Kimberly takes the clipboard and hits Miss Hancock in the back of it, which Hancock sells like fucking death.
Like, she got shot in the back with a gun. That's how she sells a clipboard.
I have 3 notes about this segment, but go on.
Yes. So, then they start to leave. Then Miss Hancock takes the mic, and then tells her to get her fat ass back into the ring. And Mike Awesome starts looking at Kimberly's ass and shaking his head.
No, says Mike Awesome.
It's not fast. It's not fat at all.
Here are my 3 notes. To be clear, Kimberly, the secretary stripper look is never out of style.
True.
2, there is nothing fat about that ass.
True.
3, is Mike Awesome relevant in any sort of way at this point?
No, I mean, okay, so he literally just became the fucking career killer, after throwing Canyon off the the triple cage, at the last pay-per-view. And now he's doing this shit. What the fuck? I'm pretty sure he beats DDP at the pay-per-view too, the next pay-per-view.
Considering how low that show was rated, that probably is true.
Mike Awesome should have been doing so much fucking cooler shit this time. How did they fucking blow it with him?
Oh, we'll get more on that later.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
But yeah, they start leaving, and then Terry Funk comes back with Bischoff in a wheelbarrow. Mike Awesome just casually walks by. You were saying?
No, I said, okay, I guess we're back. And the next note I have on here, and I want to read this because it's very important. If I did not have to watch this, I would have stopped.
Holy shit. This is what we get for not having fucking vetoes, eh? Then again, this show has, we literally get veto in this episode.
Yeah, we do get veto.
We literally get
veto we've gotten so far.
Just so fucking Terry Funk wheels Bischoff back into the ring. Bischoff's nose is fucking busted open. We cut backstage to fucking Vince Russo with the Mamalukes, Big Vito, and Johnny the Bull. And Russo sends them out as Terry Funk begins cutting a promo where he goes, "I'm gonna show you my wrinkled ass. I'm gonna give you a bird's eye view." Then he starts pulling down his pants and duck walking his ass back to Stinkface Bischoff as the Mamalukes casually stroll down to run down to the ring with trash can lid and stickball stick. Johnny the Bull then proceed to beat up Terry Funk and fucking Vito does the elbow drop to Terry Funk's head with a steel chair on it, and then they do stickball shot to trash can on Terry Funk's cock. And then Johnny the Bull beats him in the corner. Vito does the code of silence, and Bischoff wins the title.
Okay, what a fantastic
Two
match.
notes about this. First,
Yeah.
I was going to say, at least it wasn't the WCW title, but then I realized, I mean, would Eric Bischoff have made the title history any worse at this point?
I mean, literally the other guy fucking wins the title in like a few months, so.
And two, I don't want you guys to think too much about this. I'm going to ask the question. I want you two to say the first thing that comes out of your, comes to your head. How many wrestlers do you think are currently listed on Cage Match?
1,000.
5,000.
Why would I say 1,000?
There are 31,154 wrestlers listed in the Cage Match.
Okay.
Hey, I got one part of it right.
Terry Funk is 82 out of 31,000. He is the 82nd highest rated
And
wrestler.
age-wise.
I mean, well, no, unfortunately.
Yeah, Terry Funk's one of the greatest of all time, and he's doing this.
This is what you made me watch.
Yeah, like we could have been watching something so much fucking better.
Like, I could have been sitting here. Like, if you wanted to show me some WCW, you could have showed me his I Quit match. You could have shown me the no rope exploding barbed wire.
Wait, so you want to watch the I Quit match against David Flair? Okay, I'll make sure I on the list.
They'll never find your body.
Oh, okay. Well,
He'll get his pal Vito to take care of it.
Oh, he'll get Big Vito and Johnny the Bull. He'll get the Mamalukes. Goldberg is taping up. Oh, yeah.
No, I was just going to say, what's the point of a hardcore title if there's no DQ anywhere? If every match is hardcore?
Like, it's lenient rules. Like, the referees get to
This
be,
was
super
This
lenient.
was the most hardcore.
Oh, please. These refs make New Japan refs look strict.
They do. They really fucking do.
I said what I said.
Yeah, Goldberg's taping up backstage. Stein's walking with the Freaks because it's time. After fucking Ric Flair entering with his family's bit for fucking Scott Steiner versus Vampiro. The US title may or may not be on the line. I don't fucking know. And then we got Scott Steiner promo. Oh, and then yeah. Now me and my freaks came to town a little early because we heard Hotlanta loves to party. So we went down to this club called Tiny and Groove, and this freak comes up to me and she's been looking for love in all the wrong places. Now that's a hell of a lot of thing to say to me. So I look in her eyes and I say I might not know how to love you, but I damn so know how to touch you. So why don't you just quit lusting and let me bust it? So I took her back to my place. And I gave her this feeling that I knew she hit the ceiling because he called me the big bad booty daddy. So this goes out to all my freaks out there. Big Papa Pump is your hookup. Holla if you hear me.
So yeah, none of that had anything to do with wrestling at all.
Yeah, right?
No, my notes for this were just all the fuck off to Steiner and Nash for all of this.
Wait, what is...
I thought it was kind of funny, but
true,
it was stupid, but it was funny.
I mean, like, Scott Steiner is such a fucking amazing goddamn promo, but the fact that he's like just... He doesn't even cut a promo about, like, wrestling. He just cuts a promo about, you know, him fucking a ring rat, basically.
Anyway, then Vampiro comes out.
Yeah, Vampiro comes out. He has a WCW magazine article Vampiro has gasoline and Ryan is typing. Oh god. Yeah, so Vampiro has gasoline and blowtorch.
Okay.
The match actually starts with a lockup for once. Hooray.
All right,
yeah,
so we
the
got
Vampiro match has the lockup.
Yep,
So
we
we fight,
get
and
yeah.
it's actually kind of stiff. It's pretty cool, kind of ish.
Yeah, it's actually a solid match.
Vampiro kind of no sells being slammed through the announce table.
Oh yeah, true.
Or that could just be how he landed. He landed on his knee, like on one knee, and that just looks like that's not how you sell that.
Yeah, and the table barely fucking breaks. Also, this is the match where like it started really dawning on me that wait, there's just I didn't know fucking DQs because like Steiner beating the shit out of Vampiro with the chair was like the most. Why the fuck is this match not fucking DQ'd? Match.
It's outside the ring.
No. Because after that, we get one of Steiner's chicks just doing a crossbody onto Vampiro in front of the ref.
That was Medeza. His main freak.
And Vampiro starts.
Yeah.
There's no call for this. I mean, you're interfering in a title match.
Yeah.
Like you're arguably cost him a championship. If I'm not saying light her on fire, but
yeah. Oh well, you say that, but like Vampiro now starts to stalk Medeza up the ramp with blowtorch and like gasoline. He is gonna set this woman on fire. And then
we have a hero, a vigilante. We have Sting.
Vigilante. It's Sting. He comes in and bonks Vampiro on the back of the head with his bat, and then beats him back to the ring, where Scott Steiner overhead belly to bellies him, and then looks on the Steiner recliner to win.
And refusing to break the hold. Then he
breaks it, and
no. He refuses. Then he finally does, and then he puts it back on. Real baby face.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get this. I'm just gonna get this out really quick. The point of a no DQ stip, and I'm not saying that's what this is, but the point of it is that the fans want to see a match without the risk of a lame non-finish. But I have to believe that, like, the babyface openly cheating all match. That's just not.
I mean, he was literally gonna set someone on fire. Like, what did you want to happen?
Okay.
If you want someone to be set on fire, you have to buy the pay-per-view for the Human Torch match.
Okay, so what happened after this? Because I'm just.
After this is Tank Abbott versus Goldberg.
So they've had this matchup quite a lot.
Yeah. I got so mad because I heard an epic Nitro main event, and I'm like, the main event already. Oh, well, fuck you.
Yeah.
Commentary. We're half. Yeah. Meanwhile, Tank Abbott has absolutely no flair for his entrance, just the most generic walk you've ever seen.
He's just MMA guy. Literally MMA guy. Goldberg crazy fucking over.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought this would be good of like a slightly competitive match, but not really.
I mean, you say that, but like the very first thing that happens is Tank Abbott bows out of the fucking ring.
Look,
big fucking bit.
I'm not fully familiar. Like, I have no idea what Tank Abbott's UFC situation was at this point. I know that he like wrestled, or he like this is probably like between runs with the UFC. But
he was
my God, Dana White would never allow this today.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Wouldn't he though?
No.
Because Dana fucking White's the Carney, so.
Yeah, exactly. He would not want one of his fighters looking like this.
Oh god, yeah. So, Tank Abbott whiffs a punch, like, and takes the full fucking Brett Killer. He misses another punch, and Goldberg like punches him down, and then Goldberg sets up for the spear. Rick Steiner clocks Goldberg with a steel chair, which busts him over fucking crazy style. Takes a second shot from the front. Tank Abbott gets a punch in for a 2. And then the Wolfpack theme hits. Kevin Nash is gonna come out, and he comes through the crowd, and he helps Goldberg win the match by pulling Rick Steiner out of the ring as Goldberg hits a pretty nice looking spear on Tank Abbott.
Not that we'd ever know.
I mean, yeah, true.
Because the camera was so focused on Kevin Nash just being the coolest guy ever that we literally missed Goldberg's spear. It's in the background.
That's why we have,
we do
that's
get
why
a
we have the cool replay.
Yeah. And then there's just the good guy stands tall. And backstage, they're back there, they're getting fist bumped, and Goldberg has to be stitched up. Absolutely riveting TV. And then Mike Awesome and Kimberly are with Pamela. Kimberly just sort of rags on everyone. And then we have Jeff Jarrett and Sting. Jeff Jarrett has... Jeff Jarrett does not have, the fucking chosen one theme. Which makes me sad.
Like that's what I'm saying. Jeff Jarrett without the Bree-woo, what's the point?
I mean, he doesn't get Bree for a while now, actually. Not until 2000.
Not the point. Not the point.
But to be fair, I like I like that theme as well.
Look, Mac, you gave me an assignment.
Yep.
And that assignment I have fulfilled. So let me show my work, because my assignment was to chart this match move for move, and here we go: punch, 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 hot shot, stinger splash missed, clothesline, leapfrog into a powerbomb, attempted scorpion deathlock sent to the ramp, chair shot times 6, stomps, chair shot. At this point, the first mention of relaxed rules.
Oh, God,
and the ref blatantly cheating.
Wait, what did the ref do?
Kicked Jarrett's hands.
Oh, I mean, he was trying to grab onto the fucking hold onto the ropes.
That's okay.
Yeah, so the rules say Sting has to let him go.
Yeah, true. But it's okay because, he just no-sells it, punches Sting in the head, and then loses anyway. Also, the referee kicks his hand way too fucking early. So he had to kick it again. And Sting wins the title? But no.
But
Bischoff
Matt, I never heard the match being for the championship.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, yeah.
Right, to be fair.
It's why would they assume it's for the fucking title? Is the title just on the line every other fucking week? I mean, actually, it probably would be, to be fair.
Yeah. It's WCW in 2000. Yes.
Yes.
And Jeff tries to hit Sting with the belt. Sting ducks it, puts him in a deathlock, and commentator says it's a dusty finish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
did they just use the term?
Oh, yes, sir.
Also, right through the broadcast table. Well, no, the table was already broken.
Yeah. Jarrett actually seemed to fuck his elbow off there on that spot.
And yes, they did use the term dusty finish on commentary.
Yeah, and then, they go to the ramp deathlock, and which apparently does a lot more damage on the ramp than in the ring. Fucking table rules.
Bizarre.
And then Jeff Jarrett hobbles up the ramp as Sting grabs the guitar. He fucking G's up for it for ages. I think it's 8 seconds or so. And then finally hits Jarrett with it, and Jarrett dies. He fucking dies. He gets jabronied hard, and he's the world champion! This is your world champion! And he doesn't actually... remember, he's defending the title against Kevin Nash at the pay-per-view, and not once during this show does he interact with Kevin Nash.
Well, maybe, because for all we know, Kevin Nash doesn't make it to Great American Bash.
True. We'll find out in a bit. Jeff Jarrett gets stressed out. He's still fucking defending the title this Sunday. Here's where maybe they wouldn't push Mike Awesome because he cuts a promo. Shut up. Do you hear that, DDP? Do you hear the clock winding down on your career? 6 days left and counting, Paige. Hey, but don't worry. Be positive. Because although you're gonna be in traction after Great American Bash, I hear they got pretty good nurses that give great sponge baths. This guy was the fucking coolest in ECW.
Similar to Terry Funk. Thank you, Mac. This is the first Mike Awesome match I've ever seen, and now this is my memory of him.
I'm surprised he didn't watch like the Tanaka match.
Yeah.
I started watching in 2006.
True.
Oh, 1 year.
Wait, that match was was that? No, that was 2005.
Five.
Yeah.
So my first question was: is Kimberly planning to wrestle in like those heels? And that's before Miss Hancock comes out in her heels and glasses.
They fight in those shoes, which I found unbelievable.
Well, quote unquote fight. Miss Hancock gets Kim to sign a release form, which is secretly like a document to undo like the restraining order against DDP, who is Kimberly's who is Miss Hancock's tag partner.
Hey, Kimberly's beautiful. She shouldn't have to read.
Yeah, she shouldn't have to wrestle either, and luckily
is another line from commentary.
True.
I have throughout this segment written multiple times, 2000s misogyny.
I mean, yeah, like women in America were not getting fucking respect. Like, we could have been fucking watching Josie at like fucking insane Josie. We could have been watching fucking Maker Satomura at this point, who is fucking killing it.
And here's the thing. I mentioned this when we were on the SmackDown episode when they had the brand split, but only Raw had the women's title. So it was like, what's the point of being a woman on SmackDown? What is the point of being a woman in WCW?
Literally sex. Literally sex.
I would assume with Kevin Nash or Scott Steiner.
Well, weirdly with David Flair. Ric Flair or Vince Russo.
So the highlight of this episode is the like 30 seconds of DDP and Mike Awesome in the ring is the closest thing we got to an actual bit of decent wrestling for 30 seconds.
I mean, it's longer than 30 seconds.
Is it though?
It actually is. Because so Kimberly and Hancock start off like DDP slaps Kimberly's ass, like gigantic ass.
That was my first 2000s misogyny.
Yeah.
It was a babyface move to spank the heel woman's ass.
True. Kimberly starts dancing. There's more fucking talking. Hancock starts fucking dancing and gets pushed down. Hancock rips off Kimberly's M. There's an actual line that says, where commentary says, it's all about E, which actually did make me giggle. And then, Kimberly backs up in DDP, tries to slap him, fails. Hancock does a hair pull, tries to do fucking the Brett post spot. Fucking Mike Awesome, stops her, gets her back into the ring. And then DDP tags in, and the rest of the match is just DDP versus Mike Awesome.
So at one point, Mike Awesome then gets out of there, sets up a table, but then tries to win the match.
yeah, because I think it's more he wanted to actually Awesome Bomb fucking Page through the table first, but Hancock stops him.
Probably,
and then DDP counters into the cutter for the win.
But how does she stop him? Noting that this is the other point I wrote.
She rips her fucking skirt off, doesn't she? He does the.
Basically, she's seducing him.
Oh, right, yeah.
Okay, I have a very important question because, like I said, my knowledge of this era is not great. So this might be a question that comes surprising to you two, but who the fuck is Horace Hogan?
You don't know FMW legend Horace Hogan?
To be fair, I'd never seen them before until I watched this, but I heard of him.
He is Hulk Hogan's cousin and also Mike Awesom's cousin.
I thought it was Hulk Hogan's nephew.
Nephew, sorry, yeah. It's Hulk Hogan's nephew and Mike Awesom's cousin, I think.
Oh. But they're having a cage match. Hulk versus Horace. Well,
Yeah, so
it's not Hulk though, because Hulk is.
No, yeah, it's not Hulk. There's no way in hell Hulk Hogan. Hulk
Hold
Hogan's
on.
gonna fight.
I want to be clear. Because so some music plays,
Yep.
and we see him come out, and now maybe I'm a little off on this, but I'm pretty sure I have it because he grabs the mic and he says, "One thing Hulk Hogan is not is ready to face Horace Hogan in a Hell in a Cell. But I think these fans deserve a replacement, and I'm going to name him right now. In fact, I think you know the guy. His name is Hollywood Hogan."
Wait, what? Wait, what?
I am. Oh, come on. This is very blatantly me ripping off the "His name is Cactus Jack" promo.
Oh, right.
Oh,
yeah. Basically.
One thing Mankind is not is ready to face you at the street fight in Royal Rumble.
In fairness, I think I regularly forget about that fucking promo.
It's one of the most iconic moments. You know what? No.
I've never watched that era of like WWE anyway.
So yeah,
Okay.
yeah, Hollywood, completely different to Hulk. He comes.
Wait, hold on 1 second, because we also good news. Jeff Jarrett's prognosis is very good, and now we can do this shit. Also, Horace sets up a table for no fucking reason.
Oh yeah, Chekhov's table.
Yeah.
No. He was going. No, that is the table that Mike Awesome set up.
Yeah, that's the Mike
He was
Awesome
going to take it down, and then Russo or Bischoff, I don't remember which one was out in the ring, said, no need. So basically, he left the table out there that Mike Awesome had set up earlier.
Oh, okay.
So now Hollywood comes with the cage is like already half lowered. Then he gets in and they lower it, and he beats the hell out of Horace.
Yep, I don't know why this is a cage match, like other than because there's already a fucking cage match book. So like, why the fuck is there another cage heat match?
Because it's already there, I guess.
Because they just said, "Fuck it, let's have multiple cage matches, so we don't have to lift it after 2 minutes."
True. Yeah. So Hogan's jabronis to set up Horace like the entire fucking match, like chokes him with the weight belt. I think Horace gets Horace doesn't really get anything, and then he gets
kicked towards a chair at him or something like that.
Yeah, he does. He kicks like the chair into his face when he tries to hit him. And then Hogan
leg drop, basically.
Yeah, leg drop with the chair on the head, which like reasonably should be a kill spot, like in a main event match, but no, it's Horace. Horace gets this. And then Billy Kidman jumps from behind and gets jabroni through a table.
And I'm just like, wait, how did he get in the cage?
You don't question Billy Kidman.
Through the door.
Yeah, that too, actually. Yeah, then that's the end of that. Then Ric Flair comes. So it's Vince versus Ric Flair next.
And even in 2000, Ric Flair looks old as fuck.
He was.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, like, this guy kept wrestling for 8 years regularly after this.
Oh my god, yeah, he wrestled for like another 10 years. And then he wrestled again like a decade later and nearly died.
And also, I'm pretty sure, like, he's not even that old considering, like, in context. Like, he's like 49 or 50 or 51.
He's early 50s, yeah.
Yeah, which nowadays is not that old, really.
Yeah, because like
it's not unheard. What I'm saying.
Yeah, because people like the wrestlers aren't taking like copious amount of drugs now.
But the thing is, like at this point, I'm pretty sure at one point they referred to him as a 15-time world champion, and so you're just, oh god.
I think, oh god.
And I think there's a lot of confusion about his numbers, though. Like, there's always a lot of confusion. Like, different people say different numbers for him. I don't know.
Like, because he's already won his like last WCW title, like his last world title, so.
I think it's just one of those record-keeping things where they counted differently.
Yeah, like it's one of those groups because like there's a bunch of like different like reigns that like do count in WCW but don't count in like.
I mean, for reference, WWE. When was this? When was this episode?
This was June.
Yeah, so for reference, his last title reign was technically like a month ago.
Yeah, he beat Jarrett Ford and then like lost it the same night. I'm pretty sure. But yeah,
Also, this was around the part of the show where I started falling asleep. So yeah.
fair enough. Russo's also on the phone with David Flair.
Yep.
David Flair in traffic apparently, and also, as we need to know this, Kevin Nash is putting his boots on.
So
riveting television.
Yep. So we get out there. We see Reed and I don't remember any of Flair's partners' names.
It's Reed and
Beth, apparently.
Beth. Yeah, Beth. But I thought for a second when like you were doing the limo spot, I thought it was fucking Charlotte for a second.
I don't know how you thought that, but
I don't. Yeah. I saw a blonde woman and thought, okay, maybe that's his daughter.
So at one point, so Russo, like, I'm not saying I expect Russo to be good at anything, but even with that in mind, that was still a horrifically bad Flair strut.
Oh, that wasn't even a Flair strut. It was like he was doing a fucking haka. He's a big fucking All Blacks fan.
So, but here's the thing. Flair backs Russo in a corner, rips his shirt off to start shopping. We apologize for having to see Vince Russo without a shirt on. Have you seen Rick?
True. Drew's melting like at an insane rate.
And then so we get the ladder, and I don't know why this is so like offensive to me, but the fact that it's just like an actual like painter's ladder.
Yeah, true. Like it looks goofy. So
Vince Russo can't even operate a ladder for Pete's sake. That's just a line from commentary that slightly cheered me up. I like how this cage design. It looks like the design is like. Remember how Foley accidentally went through the roof? Let's go ahead and make sure that can't happen.
Or can happen all the fucking time.
I don't know.
Russo gets onto the roof. Flair follows. Flair beats his ass on top of the roof. And then fucking
knocks him back down into the ring.
Yeah. Yes. What was the point of going up onto the roof? Was it just so they could do the fall to the ring?
I don't know. But look, the thing is, and there becomes a point. Like I think at this one point, like Reed like bites Russo's fingers.
Yes.
Rick is basically fighting a handicap match as David Flair is.
He beat traffic and got onto the ring.
But all of that, like this, like don't get me wrong, this was horrifically bad. But for me, the most egregious thing is Flair got Russo into the figure four, and it's just like, you have gone way too long without tapping.
Yeah, like, okay, so from like the leg twist into like, the bloodbath, it takes like a full fucking minute 16 for this to end.
Even Ric Flair is like looking at the ref saying, what do you mean he hasn't tapped yet?
Vince Russo is stronger than most fucking wrestlers. Holy shit!
And then,
I can see why this guy was world champion.
And then we get the new blood.
Oh, that's the viscous red liquid, brother.
Viscous,
yes.
Now, like two notes.
Blood rains down under Ric Flair.
Red liquid.
Yeah, sorry. Red liquid pours down.
That's the first
Ric
thing.
Flair.
I don't know who else is on commentary other than Tony Schiavone, but like
it's
one
Mark
of them
Madden
says
and
blood.
Someone else.
One of them says blood, and Schiavone's just like red liquid. Oh yeah, sorry, red liquid. I'm like, are they not allowed to say blood?
I guess.
Are they not allowed to say it's blood?
I guess not. It's like fucking a Turner thing, probably.
Well, I mean, okay, really quick segue. I'll make this super quick. But there was a period of time when they called all weapons international objects.
Yeah.
True. That's true.
Because Turner had sent out a memo saying, don't use the word foreign. And they're like, okay. And it's like, this memo was very clearly meant for like CNN.
Also, I just realized, not being able to say blood is weird because your head stable is literally called New Blood.
Well, that's the thing. Like, it seems fine if you call it the New Blood, but you can't call it blood. But
That's
also,
fucking goofy.
so was the ref meant to be KO'd by that?
I guess.
Probably.
Yeah.
Was that supposed to be a bump?
I think
Sure.
so.
I mean, look, it's enough to keep Flair down for a fucking free, like multiple free counts. Like fucking hell, this. Okay, so again, I want to reiterate. I picked this match for the Kevin Nash Gauntlet. I did not realize that this was the Ric Flair getting fucking bloodbath match. Like so. Like Ollie can attest to that because I was watching it with him and he fucking reacted to me being surprised at the news that this was the fucking story with the case.
Yeah, I was in awe that you managed to pick this show without realizing it had this on it.
This sucks. This is a legendarily terrible fucking match.
So, I mean, match. This has been a legendarily terrible show.
Well, yeah. True.
No. You don't get to jump on this side now. You were going to bat at the start of this episode. Oh, the first part wasn't bad.
Yeah, the first
no.
half is fucking like competent.
Really?
At least
You're gonna sit there and just go to bat for Perfect Sean and Ernie Miller causing a count out and Billy Kidman and GI. No.
I'll
you
go.
stand there in your wrongness and you be wrong.
Like I will go for bat for GI Bro. Like that Jimmy kind of rules.
No, it
Mitch
doesn't.
Actor sucks, but like
The wrestler rules. The wrestler rules. The gimmick does not.
Okay, let's finish this.
So Nessa and Steiner are backstage being boys, and then we have the main event, the Kevin Nash Gauntlet.
Okay, final rant. I could maybe forgive the Ric Flair cage match. I could maybe forgive what's going on with Hulk and Horace Hogan. I could maybe forgive Kimberly and Miss Hancock, and I can maybe forgive the bullshit of Jeff Jarrett and Sting. I can maybe forgive all that Tank Abbott shit. I can maybe forgive the Vampiro Steiner. I can maybe forgive the Terry Funk Eric Bischoff. I can maybe forgive all this. But I will never forgive you for making me have to watch something with Disco Inferno on my screen.
Holy shit. I mean, look, no, it's okay because he gets fucking dropped out, like, immediately. Also, Disco Inferno was in the fucking, like, at ringside for, like, that fucking Mistress in Action match, so you can't forgive that. But yeah, Disco Inferno comes out first with Russo and then the rest of the Filthy Animals. And, like, a bunch of other guys. Russo reminds us of the rules, and then the match begins with Disco Inferno, former TV and Cruiserweight champion, mind you, losing to a side slam in like a few seconds. And then next out is Chris Candido, former Cruiserweight champion. He loses to a jackknife powerbomb and a phantom pin.
Yeah, that's the thing. Eventually, there was just no pinfalls. It was just counting.
Yeah, like Johnny the Bull, former tag team champion, comes out next. Jackknife and then another phantom pin. Big Vito, again, former tag team champion, loses to a jackknife and a phantom pin with the foot on the chest for a 2 count.
Now tell me about all-time legendary, arguably the greatest luchador of all time, Rey Mysterio.
Yes, Rey Mysterio, multiple-time Cruiserweight champion, tag team champion. Did he win a title in ECW? I forget.
I'm sure Cruiserweight.
Probably, maybe. Wait, in ECW?
Oh, ECW, I have no idea.
Yeah, ECW,
yeah. Future World Heavyweight Champion, future WWE Champion.
Yeah, future Hall of Fame, great fucking sick-ass mask, like, had the killer run in, like, Lucha Underground. This guy fucking drops to a big boot.
A big boot.
Reminder. Fucking former legend killer. Not legend, giant killer. He beat Kevin Nash once, I'm pretty sure. And here he is losing to a big boot.
So I was not at, so I knew of, as I said at the start, I knew of the Millionaires Club. I did not know who was in the Millionaires Club.
It was everyone. It was like,
Well, no,
it,
it wasn't Goldberg.
but I mean, not yet. You gotta wait for the pay-per-view for fucking that.
No, so what I'm saying is I was confused as all hell by this finish.
Oh yeah, so yeah, after all the fucking
Because remind people what the stipulations were.
Oh yes, so stipulation is if Kevin Nash loses, then he loses his fucking title shot, and if any of the Millionaires Club interferes, he loses his title shot. But Goldberg is not a member of the Millionaires Club, so when the rest of the New Blood and the fucking Natural Born Thrillers like run in to beat the shit out of like Kevin Nash, like Goldberg comes down, spears the tag team champions. He does the fucking then he gets beat up by fucking Vampiro and the franchise, Shane Douglas. Until Kevin Nash makes the save. Then fucking the franchise rips off Goldberg's shirt. Vampiro touches Goldberg's chest and then starts emoting like fucking Jacob Fatu style. Then Goldberg punches Vampiro. There's a punch to the franchise, and then military press out of the ring by Goldberg. Bischoff then, yes, then yes, then
no, go ahead.
Eric Bischoff comes out and says he's gonna suspend Goldberg on Thunder.
Why not suspend him right now?
Well, you have to do the paperwork first.
Also, what? Explain to me why Goldberg is being suspended.
Well, because
For being rude.
Bischoff actually like literally said like if you get involved in a match, I'm gonna suspend you.
No. He said if any of the Millionaires Club.
No, he actually did like specifically mention Goldberg like during that promo.
Oh, okay.
Who can remember?
I mean,
not me.
And my final note is just awful.
Yeah.
Hey, that turned from like funny to pretty bad. It was bad.
I mean, Goldberg will end the story by going, "Hey, Bischoff, you suspend me, and your ass is next," and then pyro.
Yeah, who's setting off the pyro here?
I mean, well, Goldberg, his aura, that's aura pyro.
I've always had a like sneaking feeling that like pro wrestlers have like a microchip or a computer chip in their like sewn into their trunks or stuff, so that when they walk by Gorilla, like some machine reads the chip as they walk by and auto plays their music.
That's new tech, brother. That's Netflix tech right there.
WCW 2077.
Bro, we didn't even get to WCW 2002.
Okay, so for the record, I want to put this out there. A total of 40 people appeared on this fucking show. You know who appeared the most?
Bischoff.
Was it
Eric Bischoff with 8 fucking appearances.
Wow.
Followed by Kevin Nash with 7, and then Vince Russo with 6. Also Goldberg with 6.
There was about 45 minutes of wrestling on this show.
Yep, true.
And that is only accounting for the fact that technically Bischoff versus Terry Funk went 8.5 minutes.
Terry Funk, yeah.
Oh.
Because technically the match started and it ended 8.5 minutes later.
Oh.
So they're counting counting that segment with Kimberly and Miss Hancock and Mike Awesome as part of that match.
Yeah.
The more I think about it, the less I like the show, actually.
Honestly, same. Honestly, same. This was.
I am one hell of a debater.
Yeah, no, this genuinely legendary fucking terrible story. Holy shit.
Also, officially in this match, it lists Kevin Nash versus Sean Stasiak part of the gauntlet as a no contest.
Wait, okay.
So technically, this gauntlet match ended in a no contest.
Okay, brilliant. That is Fantastic. Kevin Nash does still go to the Great American Bash, and before we end, I'll quickly run through the card for the Great American Bash, and who won. So open up. Lieutenant Loco beats Disco Inferno. Actually, Disco with a Q for the Cruiserweight Championship, which Loco wins on Thunder. Chronic wins Chronic defeats the Mamalukes for the number 1 contendership for the tag titles. Mike Awesome beats DDP in an ambulance match, which I assume Canyon turns heel in. G.I. Bro defeats Sean Stasiak in a boot camp match. Shane Douglas defeats The Wall in a fucking tables match. Sergeant AWOL. Scott Steiner beats Rick Steiner and Tank Abbott in a handicap asylum match. Now, do you two know what the asylum match is?
Nope.
Ryan, do you? Oh, you don't?
Nope.
Okay, so the asylum is Scott Steiner's specialty match. It is a fucking domed cage inside the ring. Like, not around the ring. Inside the fucking ring. It's a round fucking domed cage. It is fucking awful.
Okay.
And then we have Hogan beats Kidman to become, fucking number 1 contender for the title. Horace Hogan was the guest referee for that too. Ric Flair beats David Flair by submission. Vampiro beats Sting in the Human Torch match by setting someone else on fire. And then in the main event, Jeff Jarrett defeats Kevin Nash to retain the world title. I'm pretty sure after Goldberg turns heel on Kevin Nash and joins the New Blood.
Wow. I can't wait to never watch that show.
Yeah, no, we are not watching this show. I am not putting that show on the fucking roster. Ryan, if you want to, then, that's good payback.
No, I think he'd rather not.
In fact, let me tell you what we're watching next. Because as fucked up as this is, it is actually the most appropriate show to follow up with.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to a land of total nonstop action. We're going to watch some TNA, but not just any TNA. One of the greatest TNA pay-per-views in their history. A show so great that in the main event, the crowd actively chanted, "Screw Hulk Hogan."
Holy shit.
Because this was the last pay-per-view. This was one of, if not the last pay-per-view before Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff joined TNA.
Oh no.
We are watching Turning Point 2009.
Well, I guess that's a good way to wash off the stink of WCW 2000.
A real turning point for our podcast.
Yeah, a show before TNA became their own WCW 2000.
Exactly.
Holy shit. Well, thank you for watching this absolute shitfest of a show. Oh my god.
Yeah, we gotta talk about my compensation package after this episode.
Look,
I think
you're getting your compensation package after I go to fucking AEW, alright? Or maybe beforehand, it depends on how much. Actually, no, probably.
I don't get paid enough for this shit.
You don't get paid anything. I don't get paid anything. I'm the fucking editor. I don't get paid shit. But yes. Thank you very much for watching. I'm MakonCrayley. That's Ali. That's Ryan. I don't know. Ryan's probably never gonna come back. But no, whatever. I hope you come back. And we'll see you next time on the freeway there.
Ta-ra.